Okay, hello. I am in the Yamato. This is on PTS 0.6.1 and I started recording about 3.5 minutes into the game. I've moved up forwards and I've already done 30,000 damage already. I would say the Yamato is pretty decent. I'm enjoying it. Although what's quite interesting with this game is we all seem to move in like a circle around each other. Not entirely sure why, to be honest, but anyway, pretty decent. There are a couple of BBs hanging right back, but I think they might actually come in useful later on in the game. You'll see when. Anyway, so I'm here trying to do my best at firing at all these angled boats. There is a Neptune. Don't think I do a particularly good angling on him, and he died. Never mind. Yes, I'm moving around towards A. I want to move around into the open sea so I can be a bit of a tank for my teammates. That's always important. The Yamato does have 97,200 HP, which means you can soak up a lot of damage, especially with the amount of armor you have. The only drawback you have is that you're very susceptible to torpedoes, seeing as your rudder shift and maneuverability is really not that great. I have put vigilance on this captain build, which again is very useful, and I also did the acquisition mod rather than doing a concealment build. As you can see, my detection range is 17.5 kilometers, and when I shoot it's 31.3, which is insane. But I kind of like this build because usually I am spotted, and I don't particularly mind being spotted. There we go, incapacitation and 7,500 damage. Not too bad on a Bismarck. Or was it the Confederate? So one of the two. Anyway, so I'm moving around and I'm watching all the other boats move around through sea. Now they're on our side and we're on their side. This is why the enemy, my allied BBs staying back is actually kind of useful. It puts the stop to them, which means we can move forwards quicker. One thing I like about the Yamato is that you can just move, you're like a big immovable object. You can just move forwards and you don't have to worry about too much, as long as you're not giving too much of a broadside to any other battleships especially. Let's see if we can take out this Yamato. Let's try and take him out. There we go. Stick shells off. And let's just push them land. 3, 2, 1, and we get the kill. Not too bad. 49,000 damage, first kill on the board. Currently we are ahead on caps and we are ahead on kills, so we're doing pretty well so far. My plan is I've got a choice. Am I going to carry on attacking these two battleships which are being pushed out of the game, or do I aim more towards these guys here? However, they are behind the islands. I'm going to have to think a bit closer how I'm going to attack them. I also don't want to overreach myself by going up against 2 cruisers, 2 battleships and a DD. So I will take a few more shots at this, and when I see an opportunity to move down south and take on these 2 battleships, I will do that. However, until that happens, I will continue to shoot some shells at these rather angled battleships up in the northern side of the map. There we go, another incapacitation and another 8k damage done. There's nothing I can shoot at the moment. I can try and have a go at this Moskva. Let's see if we can go have a go at this Moskva. Let's see if we can get anything on him. And this Moskva comes into this game later on, and you'll see where it becomes significant. I did not choose an AA build on this boat either, seeing as I only have a 15-point captain. I was going to choose an AA build, but I thought it would actually be better to have a slightly more tanky build where I can repair myself. Luckily, I only take 2 torpedoes and just miss out on a third. However, I have 2 fires, a flooding, but I hit repair and heal my health. Still looking for an opportunity to take a shot at any of the enemies on the south side. There doesn't seem to be an option as of yet. Looks like my only options at the moment to attack are the battleships to the north. They're still running away, they're doing a pretty decent job in surviving. They are kind of leading my team on a wild goose chase. Unfortunately, the enemy team chose not to take advantage of this wild goose chase, and they chose not to cap A and B. They would have had a brilliant opportunity, especially for the DDs, if they chose to do that, and maybe you could have won the game for them. Now, the Montana moves into range, and I am showing way too much broadside. I think I'm going to be paying for it right here. Let's see how much damage this guy does. Oh, there we go, 12,000 damage, not good. However, I'm going to move down there, I'm going to go head on, and I'm going to go against the Montana and the Bismarck and the Moskva, and see how well we can do against these guys. All of a sudden, I get in within range of the Bismarck secondaries, which is even in a T10, not a place that you particularly want to be. You might notice I have also included Adrenaline Rush, and my reload time is much better and it's very useful. So here we go, and we'll make the shots now. 23-second reload time, not too bad at all on a Yamato. Unfortunately, we do hit the guns, which, well, semi-unfortunately, which means that at least he can't get some shots into me, but unfortunately didn't do too much damage, which would always be ideal. So I'm just varying my speed. I'm stopping and going, just trying to confuse them. Also, you don't want to go too far in. And there we go, next shot out. Let's see if we can do some more damage on the Montana. There we go, not too bad. Again, another incapacitation and a whole lot of damage. Luckily, my team is dealing with the two BBs that were on the north. Now there was only one, which means I can concentrate on these guys without having to worry about it too much. Montana is moving around the island. Unfortunately, it means I won't be able to get any more shots into him. But I do get a nice citadel on a 30k salvo. Not too bad, and my damage is already up to 113,000 damage. Now we can see if we can get this last shot over the mountain. Oh, only one shell makes it over. But we do one over pen, which is better than nothing. My secondaries are causing fires on some boats, and here we go. There's a Bismarck moving around the island. Let's see if I can deal with him. Right, there we go. You get a nice broadside just above the waterline. When he moves forward, that'll be a decent shot. 11,000 damage, we'll take that, we'll take that. And all the time I am taking so much damage. Another shot out. Let's see what we can do here. Not great. 2 over pen, that's because we hit the superstructure, which isn't the best thing to do. One thing I should have done here, I should have clicked to focus my secondaries on the Bismarck. There we go, 19,000 damage. Notice that it does, of course, because it's a German battleship, but 19,000 damage, decent pen. Look at all these crazy amounts of secondaries firing backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's crazy. And let's see if we can get this guy out. Let's wait for him. I'm not shooting, I'm holding my fire. When he gives me a bit more of a broadside, I'm going to fire my guns into there, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's see if we can take him out. Oh, not quite, not quite. That should have been our kill, but someone else is going to take the kill. At least they're going to secure it for me, because I'm unable to do it. A bit too late for me to put the secondaries on here. Now the Montana. I've got 25,000 health, and I've got 43,000 health. This shouldn't be too hard. We're going bow one together, which means I'm going to have the advantage because my armor is way thicker than his armor. Although, unfortunately, my turret got incapacitated, which is not useful, so I couldn't fire anything on him. I have 14 seconds to get my gun back on, and 14 seconds for my repair, so unfortunately I have to wait it out. All the time, his guns are doing a whole lot of damage. I'm now down to 36,000 health, which is not great, but luckily he is burning down. Just focusing my secondaries on him, and that's what we can do. Repaired myself, and let's see if I can get this salvo off. I've got to get a salvo off here. See if we can do it. 7,000 health. I do not want to ram here. Ramming would be not a good thing to do. And there's some torpedoes behind me, and there we go. Straight into his bow. One ship sunk, 198,000 damage so far. Now, moving on to the Moskva. Should be an easy job. He's pretty much broadside to me. Let's see what we can do. There's no reason why that shouldn't be a citadel. Oh, no, only 9,000 damage, but we earned the Confederate in the meantime. Let's see if we can get another shot into him. Should firing a little bit blind there because he just disappeared as he went in there. There we go. Nice citadel and high caliber. Not bad at all. Now he's running around the side of one, and I'm going to have to chase him around. This game is a little bit unfortunate in the sense that the enemy team, I think, lost this game rather than my team winning, because our team just went straight and couldn't be bothered to play, winning the game. Maybe our DD should have concentrated in capping C and D, although one of our DDs is in D, but it's probably because he is CV hunting. But again, on the other side, it is the enemy team that really almost chose to lose the game because they chose not to go for any of the caps. B and A, other than A just now, were absolutely open for ages. They could have capped it and they could have won the game. They had the advantage with us chasing 2 random BBs. Anyway, look at this one here. And loads of shells out. Oh, bounces. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that suck a lot? The Moskva does have quite thin armor. It has belt armor of 155mm and a deck armor and a side armor of 50mm. This means an 18-inch shell should be able to penetrate it if the Moskva is relatively angled. And here we go, this is the most annoying shot in the world. Oh, 3 bouncers, how is that fair? And the game finishes right there. Would have loved to have got that kill. Pretty decent game overall. The Yamato is a pretty decent boat when you play it right. There we go. 500,000 credits. Dreadnought, high caliber, Confederate, and Fireproof. Team score 2,391 damage, XP. Really not bad at all.
Not bad.
You can see me say not bad. I didn't know I was recording. I was impressed with myself. Did a whole load of damage. I did loads of damage on. I took loads of damage. I took 134,000 damage. And there's the one that got away. You bastard.
130,000 damage.
You can hear me talking in the background. I had no idea I was recording. Yes, I do talk to myself. I'm proud of it. Anyway, yeah. So... And let's move on to the credits and XP, and there we go, 265,000 damage with premium, and I would have made a nearly 100k profit even if I wasn't in premium. I'm not running any flags that give me extra base money or anything like that, so that's just pure profit. Yamato is a pretty good boat, and I'm sure it will never be nerfed. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.